been a while.
It's been a while.
Holy shit. Are these new comments?
Yeah, these are new comments. Those are not from last year. Oh, man. So, what happened to you? You got married, had a kid in the meantime? Died, came back to life. Man, it's been a busy couple of weeks, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Can we talk about the chips shortage?
Well, it's not, I don't know, it's
not
nothing
news,
really
but-
news, but, I mean, it's been
I know.
hard.
Apparently, a lot of people don't know. So they're like, dude, like, how come you guys can't make
Yeah.
just can't make more?
One guy was like, hey, by the way, why don't you just order more? It's like, oh, oh man.
Did you see my, I shared a video on my Facebook, the UK girl. I
No.
was like,
Oh, yeah.
if you're homeless, just buy a house.
Just buy a house.
Duh. Fucking
Oh,
jeez.
man. Okay, so we got a couple of updates that I want to run through real quick.
Alright.
So in the meantime, we have published the open source Betaflight CRSFv3 code. It's merged, so that part is ready to go. The benefits of it are twofold. So first, it's 8 times faster between the receiver and the flight controller. It's not a big deal because it doesn't really take long to send a message from the receiver to the flight controller, right? But it's 8 times faster, so there is like an indication of, you know, things that are probably going to be coming on the other side. So for those of you that are unaware about CRSFv3, it's basically 3 things. First, it's the communication between your radio and your crossfire module or tracer module. The second thing is the communication between your receiver and your flight controller. So both of these are going to get a CRSFv3 update.
So there'll be an update on Betaflight side.
Yes. And on OpenTX
OpenTX,
side.
then of course Crossfire firmware and Tracer firmware.
Yeah. And the third part is going to be the over-the-air
OTA.
stuff, right? So that's mainly what we've been busy with here, or what I've been busy with. You weren't involved.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you were helping on the testing, right? So no more CRSF shot. So CRSF shot is technically CRSFv2.
Yeah.
Okay, and for CRSF shot, we actually didn't have to upgrade Betaflight or the over-the-air stuff.
It was only between the module and the radio itself.
Yeah, so that alone brought a massive improvement. So now you can guess what's going to happen when all 3 things improve. Big shout out to the Betaflight guys. They somehow noticed that we did a weird scaling, like in. Like Betaflight did a weird scaling in the Crossfire code, which I guess we're responsible for.
Yeah.
And they helped us fix it. So immediately, like just even without the speed improvements, what you will notice is that your sticks will feel a lot truer. So like the feed forward lines that we were seeing are. They're way out there. Like before, you always had those feed forward bumps once in a while, but now they're like super tight, super clean. The feedback from the test pilots has been pretty phenomenal. From the test engineers, so like we always differentiate between engineers are the guys who look at black box logs and say like, "Ooh, this is the cleanest line ever."
It's so good.
It's so good. And the test pilots are the ones that actually matter, without diminishing the opinion of the engineers. But like, does it actually feel better? Yeah, so both of them have been super happy with just that part of the upgrade. We do have like some alpha version of the OpenTX stuff in the works, but it's I don't know. Does KISS support it? Yes. So CRSFv3 has already been rolled out in KISS. For those of you that have access to the alpha version of the CRSFv3 Crossfire and Tracer firmware, it already works in KISS. So it's enabled in KISS. It has been implemented in Flight 1 as far as I remember, and it has been implemented in Betaflight publicly. So yeah, that's the CRSFv3 part. What else can I talk about? Oh yeah, Agent M has been released.
Yep.
It's been so long, like I have to actually think about, like, have we talked about this already?
That was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that was 2 weeks ago. Your opinion on EdgeTX. Oh, let's do that one first, just because we've been talking about it. CRSFv3. So EdgeTX promises to be like the Betaflight versus CleanFlight of OpenTX versus EdgeTX thing. I think it's a pretty interesting concept. We'll see how it goes. As far as I can see, it's OpenTX 2.4 without like the stringent quality controls and quality. Maybe quality controls is the wrong word. So like OpenTX is very conservative about adding new features. Mm-hmm. Rightfully so, because it's the radio, right? So if the radio fucks up, everything fucks up. Yeah. So on the other hand, you know, there is like it's actually the same thing as Betaflight, right? Mm-hmm. So CleanFlight was super anal about adding new features, and then the Betaflight guy went like, well, okay, we'll make it Betaflight and it'll just be permanently beta, and we'll just keep adding features with no not again, like, no, it's not really saying it's going to be less quality, but it's just going to be higher iteration cycles, right? Yeah, so there's that. I was bummed after I bought the Fusion, since I run Micro V1 and thought the ecosystem wouldn't work, but with an update and activation it all works. Fuck yeah, of course it works. So yeah, thank you for the segue. So we do have the TBS Wi-Fi or Cloud 2.0 out.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. I think it's out.
It's
should be out.
I think so.
It might still be in alpha, but I will get back to you on that. So if it's not out yet, it'll be out next week. And so that works together with the Agent M, and it works beautifully, and all of that stuff. So Agent M, for those of you that don't know, is like Agent X but on your mobile phone. Currently without the firmware upgrades. So you can do all of the settings, and pretty soon you'll be able to do the firmware updates as well through your phone. No, you don't need to have a USB cable, anything. It just connects and you're done.
Marty has a pretty good suggestion. Can you put barcodes in Agent M so there's only one app?
Haha. Should be pretty easy to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get right on
photos,
that.
Right?
It's not even just photos, it's fonts.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. And we have a web stream for that, so like it's anyway. So yeah, that's the H&M is gonna be, there's some pretty cool shit coming that I can't talk about, but it's gonna be mental. What else do we have? Man, it's been so long. What about EmuFlight? Okay, EmuFlight can just merge the CRSFv3 pull request from Betaflight, as far as I know. No more CRSFshot. No. CRSFshot is included in CRSFv3 as well. That's just the underlying technology and all of that. But how are the tomatoes doing? Dude, the tomatoes fucking suck. We got one tomato.
I saw
the entire whole fucking thing. Only one tomato came up. I'm about done with the fucking tomatoes. But salad, dude. I've been eating so much salad, and like I've been giving away salad to all of the relatives from my girlfriend here. I'm just like, here, take some salad. Fucking, it's healthy. Because we got way too much salad, man. I've been eating salad for every morning and every dinner.
Oh my god.
Like for
Okay.
dinner, it's so much that's all I eat. Just salad and a little bit of bread. Any word on higher telemetry receivers? They're coming, dude. Chip shortage. Quick one. I use the Unify Evo. What are the numbers on the OSD and how do I get them to actually work? Do I need TBS Fusion? No. So, I don't know. Like you need to connect a CRSF source to your Evo, and then the numbers should pop up. Like all the numbers, like voltage, amperage, your RSSIs, and all that stuff.
You plug in a USB to Agent X and get some settings done there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I'm not sure if it works with H&M.
Agent X.
Yeah, H&X. Yeah. Yeah. So that's pretty much all that we have to talk about on the news front, I think. There's some really good progress. I can talk about that with Mavlink. We're in the final stages of releasing firmware that works really, really well with Mavlink. For those of you that care. Also, like, that's related with some of the Wi-Fi 2.0 changes. But yeah, anyway. How do we get the V3? So V3, CRSFv3 is currently in beta from TBS. But there will be alpha, sorry. I saw you looking at me there. We will release a beta within the week. So it's ready, it's tested, it works fine. We just want to see whether we will include one final change or not. And as we are doing a gradual release, so we're releasing the receiver side firmware first, then we'll do the radio side firmware, and then we'll do the over-the-air firmware updates. It's like the improvements are going to be gradual. So if you want like the top-notch fucking experience, hold off on it. It's like not smoking weed for 2 weeks. And then taking a hit.
Get your tolerance down.
Yeah, get your tolerance down. So stick with it. Stick with what you got right now. If you really want to feel the improvements. I'm afraid that like with the gradual improvements, it's not gonna be that crazy. Yeah. So like in terms of numbers, maybe let's talk about the numbers real quick. Currently, CRSF tracer. CRSFv2 tracer is 3 to 3.1 milliseconds within that range. With CRSF v3 just on the fly controller, you're gonna get that down to like 2.8 to 2.9. So you see, it's not a big change. However, with like the full, how do you call that? Like the full improvements, it's going to be below 1.6 or at 1.6, maybe not below. So we're going to go from 3.1 to 1.6, and analog to that on Crossfire, we're going to have the same improvement, right? But obviously the number there is not as low because Crossfire is a little slower than Tracer. So yeah. The improvements are going to be substantial. Added to that is going to be the better feel because we don't have the conversion stuff going on anymore thanks to the Betaflight guys. So that's going to be it's going to read your mind. That's all I can say. Tango 2 and CRSFv3 since it's Freedom TX. Yes. So obviously once you upgrade, like Freedom TX already has CRSFv3 fully built in, and also in alpha, but we're gonna do a release on that, and yeah, that's it. What happens when we go down to 2 milliseconds? Well, I don't know. Oh, minus 2 milliseconds.
Minus 2.
Tiny Tracer RX without diversity for whoops. Just only connect one antenna, and then you don't have diversity. That's how it works. Yeah. So, stock situation, Tango 2s are shipping. So if you're in the market for a Tango 2, just wait for like your local dealers to receive stock.
Some Nano RX came in, so we're shipping that as
Nano
well.
RX are shipping. That means also starter sets are shipping.
Yeah.
So most of the stock is gonna be like it's gonna be out of stock, but it's like we're shipping. So like you can't get it from our site and it's gonna ship the same day if it's marked as out of stock. If it's in stock, obviously we ship the same day. But yeah. Isn't gyro LPF like 3 milliseconds? Well, okay, it doesn't matter what your current latencies are. Getting the radio link lower is always beneficial because it's not parallel, it's additive. Every latency is additive. So, yeah. I think our closest competitor is at 4 milliseconds latency. So now we're going from 3 to 1.6.
It's almost half. Ni hao.
Ni hao.
David.
David. He's been brainwashed. Okay, so we got new products on the store, right?
Yep. Hobbywing F7FC that just came in like last night.
Is that a new FC or is it just it's just F7?
F7, yeah. Convertible. Well, it just has a extension on the side.
So it can be 30/30 and
20 by
20/20.
yeah. Pretty cool.
And we're going flying today.
Yeah.
So
Well,
there
I'm
is
flying today.
there is a real estate company in Hong Kong. It's pretty substantial real estate company. They also own airlines and stuff. So it's not just a real estate company. People are probably thinking like some like real estate auntie selling houses. No. Okay, and I don't know why, but they contacted us like a couple of years ago, and we don't do commission filming stuff. Right? So I didn't look them up the first time they contacted me, and I'm like, fucking property company, like, what are they gonna do? So they were like, well, please come and meet us in our office. So like I'm the t-shirt guy, right? So t-shirt and cap guy. I never felt more out of place. Like going up the elevator, you go through a couple of security checks, and like every time they're like, "So, are you here to clean, or like what the fuck are you like? What are you doing here?" Even the cleaners were dressed better than mine was. So yeah, it was a pretty weird meeting. But they were like, "Well, if you want to fly at one of our properties, then you can fly at our properties." So I don't know. Did you get the Chris thought? Like 10 million.
No.
Okay, so I showed Chris the video just now because we're going again to film for them. So I showed him the video that we did for the previous one, and I said, "Hey man, like one house is 10 million, right?" And he thought it was Hong Kong dollars. He's like, "Oh, 10 million Hong Kong dollars? Okay, so if we get a loan, we could probably get one." And I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Like, we could probably get one." And then, well, he didn't say, he said, 10 million. So, like, if we get a loan, we could probably get one. And I was like, yeah, we'd have to get a pretty substantial loan to get one. Oh, man. And that was like 4 years ago. It was 10 million. It's probably 40 million now. But yeah, so these are like luxury real estate. Like, they buy up plots of land, and then they put like 10 houses on them, which in Hong Kong is retarded. Like,
insane.
You don't put 10 houses on a plot of land, you put 1,000 apartments on a plot of land.
Like a 40 stories apartment building.
Yeah. That's like the minimum, right?
Yeah.
But no, they go for like the high quality. Well, in this division, they go for the high quality stuff. So we're gonna film that today. Well, we're just gonna go there and rip and then give them the footage.
Yeah.
We're like we're not getting paid for it, so they kind of tell us.
Ooh, the fuck?
Oh, they're gonna be 30 minutes late. I just got a call.
Okay.
Not a call, a message. Anyway, but yeah, so pretty fun. Flying around properties that we'll never be able to own. I'm gonna ask them how much for the house. We can do a guess. Okay, let's do a guess. So in US dollars, how much do you think those houses are gonna cost? I can't share the photos, but they're luxury real estate
Next to a beach.
Outside of Hong Kong. So they're not central, so it's not like central prices.
Like you need to apply for a special license if you want to drive in there.
Yeah.
That kind of
That outskirts. So like if you want to drive, like it's gonna be an hour and a half almost to get there.
Yeah.
Right? So that far out of town.
Next to the airport.
4 to 10 mil. Oh, you're way low. You're way low. So yeah, we're gonna I'm gonna ask them how much it is, and then we'll see who got it right when we come back. I don't know. A decent house in California average is 1 mil. Okay, my apartment, which is 400 square foot, shitty fucking apartment in like somewhere outside of town, is 1.3 million. 400 square feet of like fucking yeah. So 1 million for a house is gonna be super nice. What is Alex Shen typing here?
Island, like yeah, it is an
Yeah,
island.
it's on Lantau Island. It's where the airport is. Sounds like you need to be a billionaire. Yeah. Yeah, that's like very
probably-
close to being a billionaire.
You probably need like some kind of like special membership somewhere.
Yeah, okay.
To
So
get it.
you can probably not get this house.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
probably not going to be demoed like they demo the apartments here, you know.
Yeah.
Even the apartment demos are fairly like you have to like prove that you have the
Yeah.
money.
Like Ferrari, you don't get to fucking buy it. They invite you to fucking buy
Yeah, yeah. Just sell some damn coins, Trappy. Fuck no. I'm gonna buy that house with 1 Bitcoin. That's what I'm gonna do in 5 years.
Diversity RX, yeah, we're in stock.
Nano
not
diversity.
the big one.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
full size is in production.
Yeah.
Nano diversities are in stock. Okay, yeah, so Wayne's gonna fly because I lost my Tango too and we don't have any more.
Yours is just gone. Cannot
Oh,
find it.
somebody fucking sold it, I'm sure. He's like, oh, that's a new looking Tango.
It's got a grip tape.
Man, I fucking lost my Tango too. In the worst time ever because I can't just go in the warehouse and grab a new one. I would get murdered. Oh, Tracer! Tracer has new antennas.
Yeah,
The
but-
Bando antennas are here. Da-da-da! So if you order Bando antennas right now, they're gonna ship with the new antennas. Well, if you order Tracer antennas now, they're gonna ship with the new antennas. The Tracer sets are like 50-50. Like we're almost out of stock of the old ones, and then we're adding the new ones. It's just a minor improvement, like nothing you need to worry about. But I know people have been asking. My room is 400 square foot. Okay, so we got 2 rooms, a toilet, a living room, and a kitchen, and a doorway in those 400 square feet. So like, my girlfriend does yoga. Every time she rolls out the yoga mat, nobody can come into our house. That's how fucking jammed up it is. And like Hong Kong standards is like I think 130 square foot per person or something,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So technically, we are like almost double the standard because we have 200 square foot per person in
Yeah.
our household.
Luxury.
Yeah, luxurious. 34 million, 30K a month. 30K a month is, you're probably not that far off. It's gonna be like 40 probably to rent that
30.
place, right?
Right. Yeah.
It's probably gonna be about
Yeah.
40K a month.
And the fucked up part is, I don't think it looks like it doesn't have a garage. It's just like an open parking space.
Oh yeah,
What the fuck?
oh yeah, yeah. Everything is open.
Yeah, your car is not gonna be covered.
No. But I mean, you know, I heard poor people can't even breathe that air. So they're not going to be able to steal those cars. They're going to suffocate on the way there. Well, good news, Trap. Yeah, I can come to your country and become homeless real quick. Yeah. If you're homeless, just buy a house. Duh. In the Midwest, you can live like a king at $150 per square foot. $150 per square foot. That's a grand Hong Kong.
That's
My
awesome.
apartment is 17,000 per square foot.
Mhm.
If you were retarded enough to buy it. I just always laugh at my landlord. It's like, you're such a moron. How fucking dumb do you have to be to own that shit? He paid 1.2 million for a place that's basically gonna be eaten by mold in 2 years. That's how shitty the quality is built. Oh man. When RX Nano restock? Okay, we permanently restock. It's just never in stock on our website, but you're gonna be able to get them like from dealers and everywhere. Just rent a room at the mansion. Fuck that, man. Any update on the Mambo Tango? Okay, so Mambo is gonna launch when we are done shipping Tango 2s. Just because we can't deal with shipping 2 units at the same time. My mortgage is 1K a month for 3,000 square feet. Fuck you. Fuck you. That's all I can say. Go fuck yourself. Yo, Trappy, can I squat in your kitchen? I'll be your chef. You cannot squat in my kitchen. You cannot even... Okay, it's not enough for Wayne and I to be standing in our kitchen when a door opens. Have you seen my kitchen?
No, but I can imagine what it's
Okay, like the standing space is about as big as this table right here. So, like this. Okay, so like this is Wayne. It's gonna like he's gonna fit.
I fill it up.
He's gonna fill it up like 80%. Mambo won't sell alongside the Tango. Yeah, it will. But okay, so we're super busy shipping the Tango 2s right now. Okay?
Tango being discontinued. No.
No. Nothing is being
No.
discontinued. We are finishing shipping the Tango 2s, like, as they come from the factory. And then we're going to launch the Mambo. So that when we launch the Mambo, you don't have to wait for shipping. Okay?
There's no reason for us to discontinue something in high demand. So.
Yeah. But plus, like, okay, we've had DHL basically go fuck yourself, we'll be back tomorrow. Okay? Like, the guys that come at 10 p.m., I'm like, so what about the, like, you're not done yet? And he's like, no, fuck off. I'm coming back tomorrow, you fucking asshole. Like, because he's by himself in the night shift.
With a little cart.
Yeah, with a little cart. And like, so we went down there because I was like, well, he forgot something. So I brought it down to his car, and his car is like jammed. Like, he's like jamming the shit into the car. And I'm like standing there with a tray like, hey man, you still need to put this inside. He just looked at me, he's like, no, fuck off. Come back tomorrow. So yeah, we just like, they're at a limit here.
Why did you buy an RV and park it in front of HQ? Oh, parking tickets, dude.
Parking tickets. Do you think like no? You plus like RVs are not legal here, right? You can't live in a fucking car. They're gonna arrest you. Yeah. Analog ethics goggle pouch. We have one final part that's coming. It's gonna be available in about a week. Add another mil for your parking spot. Yeah, at least. If you have an RV, you need 2 parking spots, so you're back to a house. Oh man. $650 a month for 1,800 square foot. Fuck, man. So 1,800 square foot is a standard townhouse here, or like 2,100.
Yeah.
Those were like the houses that were given by the British to the
locals. Yeah.
to the locals that stabbed China in the back, right? Like that's how it worked. Yeah. So if you stab China in the back, you got a house. So 2,100 square foot is a standard house here, and they go for anywhere between 18 mil to 25 mil Hong Kong. And they're like 50 years old. 25 mil Hong Kong is about 4 million US, and the rent you have to pay is about 45 to 80, depending on quality. K Hong Kong. So that's 6,000 to 10,000 US dollars rent. Have I told this story yet? When I went to like
Sai Kung?
Yeah. Have I told it on air yet?
I don't know.
Anyway, I'll just tell it again. So I don't know. I was bored one day, so I went to Sai Kung. Sai Kung is like a white area, I guess you can say, or foreigner area. Yeah. So I thought like let's see what the properties are like, and instead of asking for like a proof of funds, they just asked for a business card. And so I handed in my business card, which says CEO, right? So they thought like, oh, jackpot. And they brought me like, that's why I know like how much those houses are. So they brought me to like all these nice properties. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell anything about like, because I don't want to like I don't know. Half the people I met there own Hong Kong. Like I met a wife of an ex-police chief of Hong Kong, like the highest ranking police officer of Hong Kong, right? So I'm not gonna say anything, but yeah, it was like it was weird. It was fucking weird. Like their pets lived better than I did.
Mm-hmm. HK property market is just fucked up. Yeah. Super fucked up.
Super fucked up, and it's like this is in a crash right now. It hasn't gone up for 2 years, which is like everybody's worried. Well, if it isn't the McCormick brothers. What's up, Kent? Yeah, so those were like, they weren't like, they didn't show me the nicest properties.
Okay.
Like, okay, unrelated. Like we were fucked up and driving around, and we went to Sai Kung, and there's this guy. He named his house.
What the fuck?
Okay. So, hang on, let me share my screen. So his house has a name in Hong Kong, right? Like that was already, and he named it Ma Maison, which is my house in French. So, we just kept driving past that place and just making fun of it, but. Oh, here we go.
I saw his mom entrance, so it's like...
No. Ma Maison is so this is 10 Silvercrest Road, Clearwater Bay. You can go Street View. Okay, so
Holy shit.
this is like inside Kong, so this is like a nice part of town. Hang on, I think you can see.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
What? Fucking.
hang on, let's full screen
Is
that
private?
bitch.
Is it like a private?
Yeah, okay, so
tennis court?
yeah. Okay, so this is the whole property here. Okay, and the house is fucking massive. Like we were parked up here, and we saw like, what is this? and then we drove past it, and it was like, holy shit. So you see, you have like the sea view.
Yeah.
And then this here is like the no, this is not the asshole island. This here is the asshole island.
Oh, you have to have like a membership to like live on.
So
it?
this in no. Well, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cow side chow.
Yeah, you have to join the golf club
Yeah.
membership.
So this entire fucking thing is owned by
Gushing.
no, the jockey club.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
Look at the size of this fucking island.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? Like, okay, this here is a whole town in Hong Kong. And the equivalent size of this on a fucking island is like 3 full 18-hole golf courses. 3. Okay, that's all they put on there. And then they have like the poor people area here, like, go fuck yourself. Right? Here you go. Catch some fish. Motherfuckers. Oh, Jesus Christ. And
Just
like
give them a comparison, like zoom in and check the houses around it and compare the sizes.
yeah.
Like what the fuck? And those are already fucking like ridiculous price.
These are moronic price houses. Like one of these houses goes oh yeah, we were parked up here. This is actually a pretty cool viewing spot. Hang on, can we go to like oh man.
Street view.
Yeah, Street View. Let's go to Street View.
Got it.
Well, thank you very much. Street View, here we go. Okay, well, we'll just drive there. Yeah, so we were parked up there doing God knows what. And then
Ooh.
and then I was looking at that island and I'm like, hey man, what the fuck is up with this island? And then like the guy explained it to me. He's like, yeah, this is he already knew, like, okay, calm down, I'm gonna explain it to you, but please don't freak out. And I just fucking lost it. Like, you what? No, I want to go here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this here is like a viewing spot. And these houses here are already super expensive.
Mhm.
And so like this is the island. It's moronic, man.
Ugh.
Anyway, Ma Maison, if you're in the market for $1 billion house, pretty sure this one here is gonna be like 400 or 500 mil. Easy.
Easy. Yeah.
Easy. Just in case, you know, maybe some people make money with crypto.
Yeah.
The island, I don't know how much that is in but all the prices we said are US. Okay, so that's a pretty easy probably 300 million. That's the peak. No, this is not the peak. This is outside of the peak. The peak property is actually pretty shit.
Oh yeah, because they have different levels, right?
Yeah.
Like the rich people, they don't want to live on the cloud level.
Yeah.
So like
So
the
they live
middle,
right below the level.
Yeah, below or above.
Yeah. But even then, like, the properties there are not that, like, retarded. Like, you have better properties on the south side of Hong Kong, like where Pony Ma lives.
Well, because it's getting old, that's why.
Yeah,
Like, all the
yeah.
houses
Peak is
are,
like
fucking
traditional Hong Kong,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But like the $300 million for that 2-story house over the lookout point. Oh no, like that house is probably gonna be about 10 to 12 mil US.
So like if you know some guy living in Hong Kong and he still lives with the parents, that's pretty normal. Like me.
Yeah. Well, because it's just not possible. But okay, Pony Ma, like that's the most expensive house in Hong Kong, like this here.
Oh my god, that.
This thing here, I think. No, it's not that. This. But it's not just this house, like there's multiple houses. And you can't take a picture of it. But it's like on the south side of Hong Kong. Chris flew over it with a paraglider. Not low, because I think he would get shot, but fucking poor people everywhere. But yeah, so he bought this house for like 200 mil, and now it's worth 600 mil or some like what? Oh man. Anyway. Oh, we didn't show it, but okay. Still insane. Oh yeah. It's totally nuts, and all these prices are exclusive of taxes. So if I was to buy it, I would pay an extra 30%, because fuck white people. And if it's your first house, which it probably isn't, you don't have to pay tax, I think, right? Or less?
Less, yeah.
Yeah, if it's your first house, you only have to pay 8.5%, and if it's your second house, then you have to pay 16% or 17%.
Well, it's 10:30 a.m. for us right now.
Man, makes Naples look poor. Oh, dude. Okay, Hong Kong real estate is like not even close. Like the second most expensive city is not even close, especially if you look at it in relation to the average salary here. So it's like London is like half as expensive compared to Hong Kong. What's crazy though is like the rent is not that expensive. So like owning a property here is just is basically just for tax evasion. if you're a Chinese guy and you don't want to pay money to the Communist Party, then you come buy a house here. That's how it works.
My buddy's paying $800 US a month renting a fucking room
Yeah.
in Central Gong.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like around 300 square foot.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. 800 US a month.
Yeah. Well, mine's two grand
Yeah.
for 400 square foot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's retarded, but it's not as retarded as, like, you can pay that much in other places too.
And it's not a regular room, it's a fucking industrial building.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Well, that's a lot. How much land outskirts, but people still can afford peasant home? What? Why so much land? Well, because they don't zone it for building.
Oh, because it's owned by somebody else, not the government.
Is it? Okay.
And the government is stupid enough to sell all these land.
Yeah. So, I guess like any land that's zoned for properties, they bought it up and they're hodling it.
Yep.
Mine is 15K Hong Kong for 430 square feet. Yeah. Yeah, same. I'm about at the same level there. Do incomes in Hong Kong generally compensate for the high standard of living? What do you mean high standard of living? It's a shit standard of living. High cost of living, yes. And no, they don't. They don't. Y'all need to move to the States. Screw that noise. Well, the benefit is like taxes are fucking low.
Yeah.
How much do you pay taxes?
Last year 2.8 Hong Kong.
2.8, so $400. $500 Hong Kong. $500 US. Yeah, I pay about the same.
Plus, we're close to China. We can get some pretty cheap stuff. Easily.
Well, if you're in China, you can get that too.
Yeah,
And you don't have to
but
pay
then
the
you're
rent.
in China.
Well, hang on a second. We're in China too.
Ooh, wait, right.
Apologies.
Gonna go John Cena.
John Cena. We're gonna go John Cena right on this podcast. We didn't know. Oh.
That was close.
That was close, yeah. You almost got murdered there. Cigs and food and bills and rent and all expensive in Hong Kong. Yeah. Well, food is not that expensive. If you can buy, you can eat cheaply. You can spend for food, but you can do that anywhere. I had a Wiener Schnitzel, it's like a pork chop.
Okay.
Gatli
Okay.
Chupa. But it's a Wiener Schnitzel, so it was like 180 Hong Kong. So it's Gatli Chupa with French fries, 180 Hong Kong in a German restaurant. I just went, I went in there, I was like, sat down, like, fuck yes, this is cool. I looked at the price, like, all right, see you guys. Have a good one. Enjoy. Oh man. Char siu fan. Yeah man, char siu fan, of course. That's like a pork rice, right?
Yeah.
I like char siu bao from the guy with no shirt. The guy with no shirt, like right outside there, like the guy that basically squatted in a warehouse and then just never left.
Where? Around the corner?
In Hungto Road, like the guy that sells fruits and veggies
Oh,
out of like a
fuck.
warehouse exit.
Dude, that place is fucked up.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Like,
man.
so I went there one day and I thought like, what the fuck is going on with my feet? And like, there's a rat like nibbling at my shoes. I'm like, what the fuck?
You need a strong stomach to eat there.
Char siu bao, man. It's good. I
fuck.
just eat there. I don't care, man. Fucking rats. I don't give a shit. Did you guys hear about John Cena apologizing to China fans for calling Hong Kong a country? No, he called Taiwan a country. He called Taiwan a country.
And his Mandarin is pretty good.
Yeah, his Mandarin is pretty good. But yeah, man, John Cena with a XI. Oh, we're sorry. Oh, what a pussy.
Dude, how do you guys feel in the U.S. about this thing, right? Like, it must be fucking embarrassing.
It must be weird. Yeah.
Like,
How's that boot taste, Johnny? Oh, man. Taiwan, well...
yes.
Yeah, you said it. We're not saying it. We're going to get shot. Oh, man. It's not recognized by certain countries as a country. I guess that's a fair way of looking at it. But Wikipedia recognizes it as a country.
Well, that's why they don't have Wikipedia in China.
Yeah. There is like, I don't know if you paid attention to this in Shanghai or Beijing, like when you go to the airport, they have like domestic flights and then they have international flights and Hong Kong, Taiwan, and Macau. It's like, oh, guys, come on. Come on. Oh, man. Still doesn't mean Cena ain't a boss. Yeah, man, he's a fuck. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, I don't think that was his decision.
Yeah,
I think management called him up and said, like, hey, man, because there is only a limited amount of movies allowed in China, like foreign movies, every year.
Yeah.
And the reason why they do that is so that those who lick the boots the most, those get in, right? That's why the Chinese had to save the day with The Martian. The Martian movie, yeah.
Yep.
So then it got allowed in China, and now the Chinese can watch it. all the little Chinese kids that look up to him must be confused. No, man. No. The way that they're going to get it explained is he made a mistake and he's apologizing because he's respectful of the Chinese people. That's how this is going to be spun in China. Is there some adapter to get more than 8 PWM outputs? I'm putting Crossfire in a giant gas RC plane and could use more than 8 channels. So PWM by nature is limited to 12 channels. You can get a PWM or like a S-Bus to PWM expander and then output 12 channels. But that's limited to 12 channels. I think FrSky makes one. S-Bus to PPM.
Yeah.
So that's what you have to get. All right, cool. So we'll probably go to jail after this. We're going to have another lounge. Oh, we're sorry.
We're going to speak in Mandarin.
Ni hao. That's all. So yeah, we're probably gonna go to jail. We're gonna go fly too. I think we have to leave now, right?
Yeah.
We're close
It's
to
about
it.
the time, yeah.
Hey, did you guys watch the video from Mark Spatz, the one where 8 and 12 channels had no difference? Yeah, well we've been saying that all this time.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't make a difference. In terms of latency. They're waiting outside the door for you. Yeah, no, they're not. They don't wait. They don't wait. They have the access keys. When it comes to flying bundles, what are bundles? Will Crossfire be better or Tracer for
Yes,
penetration? Bandos. Oh, I think bandos you'll be fine with both. I'll bail you out, buddy. It doesn't work that way, though. There's no bail here. It's so funny how they think like there's a legal system. I'll bail you out, buddy. No worries. We'll get a good lawyer. Like, no, you won't.
What's a bail?
Yeah, what's a bail? The only thing they know is train or airplane. Like, that's how the fuck you're gonna get shipped out. Oh, man. Will the Mambo have 2.4 and 900 touchscreen and be a full-sized handset? I don't know. You'll just have to wait and see. Tracer sucks for bandos. Okay. You shouldn't have any problems with bandos. Pretty sure. Like, you remember how far we had to go to make it fail?
Yeah. There are a bunch of videos on YouTube, people flying with Tracer and
in bandos, and pretty well at that. Any update on the new Wi-Fi firmware? We talked about that at the beginning. So if it's, I don't think it's out yet, like publicly, but we're gonna upload it within this month, so very soon. I might have said a little bit too much, but like there's one last feature I want them to add, which works already, but they have to test it, and that's it. So 2.0 is out, as far as I know. If it's not, we'll release it momentarily. How much money did you lose? Oh, probably for
Bitcoin?
Bitcoin, yeah. I don't know. I don't, like, I'm not planning to sell. My plans to sell are 2024, 2025. Like, this is when I'll consider selling. Does Tracer have modes like Crossfire? No, it doesn't. It's always 250 hertz. How many DHL guys do you need to wear out Oh, how many guys do you need to wear out to release new shit? Diamond hands. Okay, if you're in crypto, don't sell when there's panic on the streets, okay? Like, even in 2017, if you bought at 16K, you are still up right now by 100%. You're a dumb shit for buying during the hype. Don't buy when everybody's talking about it. Never buy when everybody's talking about it. When will TBS accept Doge? Oh man, I don't think I want to accept Doge because I don't want to hold Doge. I've been thinking about accepting other cryptocurrencies, but Coinbase is pretty anal about it. But yeah, so if you bought crypto while, let's say, like above 20K or 25K, first of all, reconsider your life decisions. Because why? Why would you do that? Don't buy when it's like already like super up, right? At the same time, if you only bought once, then that's weird, right? Because like we bought crypto at 40, we bought crypto at 60, we bought crypto at 50. We just keep buying crypto at all times. So that's a different strategy. So if you have the cash flow for that, just acquire crypto like once a week, once a month, whatever, right? Or if you bought it above the peak, then think about averaging in when it crashes. So every time it crashes, like last month or last week, it was at 30.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a good time to buy more. Keep money on the side, and like when everybody's panicking, that's when you buy. Okay. And if it runs further away from you, you're not losing money by not buying. Right? If crypto, let's say tomorrow, Trilon thinks of a new fucking tweet, and it goes up to 80, you haven't lost any money because you didn't buy. Okay? FOMO, like don't fucking FOMO.
What the fuck's happening up there?
I don't know, man. They're moving.
Oh,
They're moving out. Yeah. Wyckoff distribution. I don't know what that is, but yeah, just keep averaging in. That's one strategy. Or only buy when it tanks and don't FOMO. That's the golden rule for any kind of investing, and not even just crypto, just anything. And it's pretty hard to do. Like I've violated that rule myself when I've paid the price. Not on also on crypto. I bought like at 11K 2 years ago.
okay.
And then 2 weeks later it was at 7K, and I was like, fuck man, I might sell now and then buy it back later, and then like while you think that, you can see it go up again. So I was like, okay, fuck that, cold storage, not touching it for 6 years was my plan. So 2024. If they are moving, how were they as upstairs rats? Actually, the place above is pretty.
It's like a shared office thing.
No, it's a TV production company.
Upstairs?
Mm-hmm.
But it's the same company as level 4.
Yeah.
Oh,
They own
okay.
3 floors.
What the fuck?
Yeah. They also own the Porsches downstairs. Yeah. I bought 2K Cardano for 3 cents. Where's Cardano at right now? Probably like 30 cents. One 166. Holy shit. So he bought 2K at what? At 3 cents. So that was, oh, okay. That was like in January. That was not even that long ago. No, that was 30 cents. What? For 3 cents. So for 3 cents, that was in, yeah, still January. Holy shit, it went from, no. This is 10 cents.
Yeah.
Way back. Yeah, here. Holy fuck. Okay, so that was in March, like when
2020.
when crypto crashed. So now it's 166. 166 divided by 3 times 2. So he converted 2K into 110K. Yeah. It's enough to buy a parking spot in Hong Kong. Congrats. Congrats and fuck you, right? That's what they say. Like July, I think I bought it. No, you didn't buy it in July. Oh, well, July 2020, yeah. Yeah. No, May it was already at 5 cents.
So like March or April.
Yeah. How hard is it becoming for TBS to source chips? Oh, it's not hard. It's just expensive. Like it's either expensive or it's impossible. So it's not really hard.
All right, I think we gotta go.
All right, we gotta run. We gotta film some cool houses, and I guess we'll see you guys another time. We're planning to do these more often now again. Now that we're
Plus, we got more products coming.
yeah, holy shit, yes.
Yeah.
All right. Enjoy.
Later.